It's total BS. That guy's a Sherman puppet. You know it's true. Liar.
And please ask an easy question. Make it real easy! If you ask a tough question, I will scurry around looking at my notebook, figuring out how to answer your question.
Well, that's what you've been doing for the past half an hour. Puppet.
Soros puppet.
That guy's a total puppet.
I want to thank you for introducing the articles of impeachment.
Boo! Impeach Brad Sherman! Impeach Brad Sherman!
Sherman's a Soros puppet.
Get more co-sponsors on the bill.
There.
You know, this is a
To impeach Brad?
I can't describe a lot of political action that other people are engaging in.
Ha.
I suspect that, frankly, as far as getting additional people to support impeachment, Donald Trump will
Nothing.
do a better job of that than I will.
Impeach Sherman! Impeach Sherman!
Impeach Brown.
Woo!
Impeach Maxine Waters.
That's up to them.
Nice.
And if you want to engage in political action on either side,
Impeach Sherman!
this is not the place to do it, but there are many other options.
As long as you get the town hall
out.
You're delusional. Boo. Stop harassing old people. What you did to Bernie was so bad. I'm ready.
Hi, my name is Dorothy Floyd, and
I'm gonna go up there.
My question to you is, I know there's also been rumblings about censoring the president. Can you explain the difference between censoring?
I'm gonna go up there.
Censure has
They're
no
both
legal effect. It simply
kind of like you, Brad.
sets forth the view of Congress. I co-sponsored that resolution, but even if it would pass, I don't believe it will anytime soon.
Nope.
It would have no legal effect.
Why won't it pass?
An important statement.
Because Republicans are awesome and they're going to quash that crap. Unless your name is Lindsey Graham.
That would have legal effect if we had a parliamentary system. But this isn't written. This isn't France. And so
Delusional.
Censure the president may have an effect on him personally. I keep waiting for the day the staff sits him down.
The Constitution.
Got to be careful. So far, if they've done that, it hasn't been effective for more than a few days. There are only
Where's Jeff
two ways
Sessions?
to remove the president. One is impeachment.
He's
The other
got
is the 25th Amendment. The 25th
Can we get rid of you?
Amendment what would require
Democrats
the Vice President Pence
second
and a majority of Trump's cabinet all determine him to be incompetent. That is incredible.
You're incompetent. Sherman's incompetent.
With the possible exception of Jeff Sessions, I don't think there's any member of this cabinet.
That's a lie!
He's delusional,
So,
just like Planned Parenthood.
if the president thinks that any member of his cabinet would vote that he is incompetent, he can fire that person the day before.
Sherman is incompetent. Can we like throw you out?
I cannot predict the future for you.
Thank
But
God.
I would think that impeachment is more likely than the 25th Amendment,
Yawn.
and that it would take a few more shocking things to happen for impeachment to occur. We're not there yet.
Yeah,
Like the market rallying? Like our border secure?
My name is
They're delusional.
and I live in Reseda. I have a town hall question. How is it, two parts, how is it determined who sits in the front rows? Because I was told the 2 front rows are reserved. And then the second part of my question is, what are the rules about shouting, and why are people allowed to shout
Yeah.
and then they're not removed?
First Amendment.
First Amendment, look it up. It's in the Constitution.
About the First Amendment, lady.
If it wasn't for the Constitution, you wouldn't be here.
For people who are going to be speaking or participating, the Boy Scouts, the elected officials, the people who are going to be asking questions there, and you're in one of the temporarily reserved seats because you picked the answer. And then we have some reserved seats. I reserved a seat for my mother who needs some assistance walking. We also have a reserved seat over here for someone who needs walking, and then we have a special seat for those who are hearing impaired. So that's how we did it. As to people shouting out, that is against the rules. I believe, John, that you read the statement about the rules at the beginning. You talked about the rules, but
It's a town hall. They shout all the time at Jeff Denham and Daryl Issa.
Well, at the same time, respecting everybody's here.
That's right.
But again, if
At least Antifa
if you interrupt people here, you're not taking that much away from me. I already know what Brandon thinks.
Unfortunately. Are you sure?
I can have a town hall.
Next question, wasting time.
These people had to drive here for a town hall.
So did I.
They didn't come to hear people shouting on the other side.
Big deal.
I drove all the way from the South Bay. I drove the longest. Or maybe you did.
I have her down, so I'm sorry.
There she goes.
My name is Betty Toto. I'm a constituent. I live in Northridge. And I'm a healthcare for all advocate. And I'm working together with the Healthy California campaign.
Jeez.
The campaign to pass SB 562, the Healthy California.
That's a scam.
If I were to ask a question, this is the question I would ask.
For the inclusion
Will you denounce Debbie Wasserman Schultz for robbing Bernie Sanders of a fair primary?
coverage, healthcare.
This place would blow up. You watch.
As I'm sure you know,
You watch.
SB 562 legislation to make guaranteed healthcare for all Californians passed the California Senate, and then Michelle, Speaker of the Assembly, Anthony Rendon.
Oh, they're booing you, Anthony.
In doing so,
They hate you.
stalled our legislative process.
Question.
You have 1 minute for your question. I know you're the one
Who's going to pay for all that?
I know. I know. Who's going to pay for it?
Is that we will never be able to, as a state, get the waivers necessary to fund single-payer healthcare model and SB 562. These waivers, as you know, are not.
I'm glad he pulled it.
I don't even understand what she's talking
California is entitled to these waivers and the that they
Question.
law.
Enough.
Question. Whoa.
You have consumed your time. I will respond.
She's a demo rat. Total liberal.
Executive of the DNC, King Ellison, on record to support us on the federal level to get these waivers that we are entitled to, every penny that we are entitled to as Californians.
Good speech.
That wasn't that hard.
If my state passes a bill, such as the one you refer to, and it's adopted as law in my state and it requires federal action, I will work very hard to achieve that action. However,
Can we deport you?
the actions you talk about us being entitled to are actually, you can make a good argument for them under the circumstances if the law passed, but they are discretionary with the Trump administration.
Yeah.
So the federal law that, we could go to court and demand these
Federal
waivers.
law
We have
trumps
waivers
state
of much less significance than the ones, tiny ones compared to what you're talking about, and had some trouble getting them from the Obama administration. So I will fight very hard to implement any bill that becomes the law of my state, whether